Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Southeast Columbia, Missouri at Father Tolton Catholic High School. The Trailblazers call this facility home. The Louisiana High School Bulldogs, coming off their win last week, are here this evening to take on Father Tolton. Father Tolton comes in at 2-0, undefeated on the season. Louisiana comes in at 1-1. We'll have the Bowling Green Pharmacy pregame show after this on Eagle 102. Lumley's out. Back. I'm Rodney Dolbear alongside Kelly Henderson and Corey Radford. As I mentioned, we are in Columbia on a beautiful night for football. Not a cloud in the sky. The weather is cooperative, to say the least. It is cool and comfortable here in the press box, guys.
Yes, it is a very nice night for playing the game tonight. You know, Louisiana has got a bit of a gauntlet in front of them here. Father Tolton, of course, 2-0, as you said earlier. They beat Salisbury 54-0, and then turned around last week and beat Putnam County 42-0. Of course, as you can tell, their defense hadn't allowed a score yet, which says a lot in two games. You know, Father Tolton comes in here in Class 2, tied for 9th in the state in the rankings, which Bowling Green is number 7. So that ought to give the listeners at home some sort of idea of what Father Tolton is made of tonight.
That's for sure. They're off to a good start for sure. And Louisiana coming off the win last week, a good win over Crystal City, and to get them square on the year, so they'll carry that good feeling into this Week 3 tilt against Father Tolton.
Yes, it will. You know, this Ryan kid that Father Tolton's got at quarterback, able to throw 8 quarters of shutout football, keeping everybody out of the end zone.
One thing about Father Tolton, they come in with slightly more numbers in the team picture than Louisiana has by just a few kids. I think of the 24 or 6 kids in the picture, there was 12 juniors and seniors, so the numbers are somewhat similar. I know oftentimes the smaller schools will run up against teams that are dressing 40, 50 kids. Well, that's not the case here, but it's very obvious that certainly in the skill position players and across the defense that Father Tolton is very formidable.
You know, and that's right. And we've talked about that Father Tolton's a good football team. But, you know, let's talk a little bit about Louisiana and what we saw last week in their victory. And there were some things that stood out. I saw a lot of improvement, you know, throughout the game. I think the thing that stood out the most to me was the effort that was given by the small squad of Louisiana. They played hard the entire game, and you know that's something to be said. And it was warm early whenever that game started, and you know there were some other things that showed up to me. I thought Louisiana's defense did very well and played very hard, and of course the turnovers won the turnover battle at 4-0 last week. And they're going to need that this week.
That they are, and you saw as the momentum in the game, the ebbs and flows. And there was a couple of times when I thought, you know, and deservedly so, some of the kids were starting to get a little bit tired. But about that time, if it was the offense on the field or the defense on the field, they'd get a takeaway, and that energized the offense. And they did a good job of putting 4 quarters on the field. Well, that's going to wrap up the Bowling Green Pharmacy pregame show. We'll be back with the Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate Keys to the Game after this on Eagle 102. Keys to the Game brought to you by Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate. Keys to the Game tonight, we started talking about them just a moment ago, Kelly, and I'll let you expand on that a little bit and talk about what needs to happen for Louisiana to have some traction here this evening.
So, you know, my number one key to this game is Louisiana on offense has got to spend a lot of time on the field. They've got to limit Father Tolton's opportunities on offense. Somehow they've got to be able to manufacture long drives down there and, again, try to keep the ball away from Father Tolton as much as they can. My number two key to the game is they're facing a spread offense. Louisiana is facing the spread offense in Father Tolton, and they've got to keep the intensity up. I think that they're going to have to gamble a lot, take some risk and reward shots down. And the third key is, I'm going to bring this key back again this week, is they're going to have a special play on special teams. You know, week one, we saw Louisiana return a 95-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. Last week, in a crucial spot, we saw the defense, the punt team, force a punt or force a fumble on a punt and recover that deep in Crystal City's territory. So my third key tonight is going to be one big special teams play from them.
Special teams can certainly be used to tilt the field to their advantage. Expanding a little bit on that, I mean, obviously with the Father Tolton offense, they seem to put up a bunch of points. Of course, the defense, you'd expect them to be explosive, but the defense giving up nothing, so you assume their offense is on the field quite a bit. Louisiana did a nice job last week of moving the ball. They did have the one big play to Zerwa, that the 80-yard touchdown there late in the second quarter that gave them the halftime lead, and they'll certainly need to do that again this evening.
Yes, that's correct.
This has been the Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate Keys to the Game. We'll be back with the Community State Bank starting lineups after this on Eagle 102.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help. We'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana. And let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
This is Tara Grody, and People's Savings Bank is excited to announce the Bobcat Debit Card. People's Savings Bank believes in giving back to the communities we serve, and that begins with the school district. Every time you use your Bobcat Debit Card as a credit, People's Savings Bank will give the school district 5 cents. That may not sound like a lot of money, but since starting this program 6 years ago, PSB has been able to give back over $120,000. Open an account online at ourpsb.com or stop by our branch. We are the one with a bright blue roof. Start earning the Bowling Green School District money today just by using your debit card. Member FDIC.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are brought to you by Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy.
Back at Father Tolton Catholic High School, the Trailblazers home field. Louisiana and Father Tolton set to kick off in about 9 minutes. We have the Community State Bank starting lineups right now.
So Louisiana's offensive starters tonight is going to be Alex Polston at left tackle, Brendan Hughes at left guard, Colton McCarty at center, Elon King at right guard, Ben Nichaluda at right tackle. Cooper Lumley was originally slated to start at tight end. There's been some late scratch with him, and Brady Shepard is going to get moved to tight end tonight. Alex Zierra at wide receiver, Wyatt Martin at the other wide receiver, DeMarco Green at running back.
That is Louisiana's offensive starting lineup, and there was a late scratch, and with Cooper being out with some kind of an injury, so they'll slide Shepard into the tight end spot. Brady had a really good night last week from the running back position as Green had some cramps and missed some time. Shepard had 30 rushing yards last week. DeMarco Green with 20 rushing yards. Passing yards, 1 touchdown and 92 yards for Ethan Harrison. The long bomb to Zierra coming right at the end of the second quarter. That gave the Bulldogs the lead going into the half. Other games of note this evening around the area: Bowling Green at home against Lutheran St. Charles. As we mentioned, and you're listening here, Louisiana is here against Father Tolton. Pittsfield is on the road at Williamsville. Pleasant Hill on the road as well at Greenfield Northwestern. Van Farr travels to Montgomery County, and Mark Twain is at home versus Wright City.
So Rodney, the lineup that we gave, I just verified with Louisiana coach, it is correct, because Louisiana's going to kind of change their offense a little bit tonight. Going to start out away from that I formation and going to run more of a spread look, run a lot of trips. So everything that we gave was correct.
Very well. This has been the Community State Bank starting lineup on Eagle 102.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
I'm
Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Royal Banks is your community bank with locations throughout St. Louis, St. Charles, Northeast Missouri, Granite City, and Jerseyville, Illinois. A Royal Bank branch is not far away. Royal Banks bring experienced staff and products and services designed to meet your professional and personal financial needs. Investing in our communities, one client at a time. Call 314-212-1500 today. Royal Banks of Missouri, member FDIC and equal opportunity lender.
Cellular & Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular & Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
Ask me, Ashley Jenkins, about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service, but did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio. Brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Young Enterprises, and Family Drug.
Well, we have 3 minutes, 30 seconds left on the clock before this game gets underway. Both sets of captains set to meet at midfield. We'll have the coin toss shortly. In anticipation of that, Kelly, you mentioned that Louisiana may look at having a spread look more so than the I formation this week. What's that mean for the offense and what they're going to try and do?
Yeah, I don't know what pitcher company's thinking with that, unless they think that they match up athletically very well with Father Tolton. But, Corey has coached some offensive line with some big schools out in Colorado. And I think it would be good for him to kind of address the difference for the offensive line whenever they have to block in that spread offense versus the I.
Yeah, whenever you run a spread, there's different kind of spread, but generally the gaps are a little bit wider between the linemen. Usually you might have a step between the center and the guard, or maybe a step and a half between the guard and the tackle. A little bit wider gaps, so you're talking about maybe 2-3 feet between the center and guard, and about 3 feet. So you have wider gaps, but you run more of a zone scheme, which is what you're playing. If you're facing the person right across from you, you're playing from your nose to the play side. So if you're going to go right, you're picking up the first person that comes from your nose to your right. That's very hard to do in a 1 week turnaround. Your backside guard and center are usually double team and cut, and it's awfully hard for a 1 week turnaround. I'm a little bit thrown back though, Rodney, Kelly. I don't know how many times you've seen this. The home team is on the far sideline where there's no bleachers, and Louisiana is actually on the home side over here by the booth and the bleachers.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen it where it's at. But I want to go back because I talked with one of the coaches of the zone scheme, but they talked like tonight that they're going to try to go man on the blocking scheme tonight out of the spread, and I don't know that I've ever seen that done, but maybe they felt like they couldn't get it taught quick enough for the turnaround.
When you're playing a defense that hasn't allowed a point yet this season, changing your offense going into the game is awfully hard.
Well, it will certainly give them something they haven't seen on tape as of yet, on film. Father Tolton, by the way, wins the opening kickoff, and they will receive the ball. So Louisiana will put the ball in play first, and they'll kick it off to Father Tolton. Father Tolton will move right to left on the field, and Louisiana will get their first chance to stop this. We're going to take a short break. Be back with play-by-play on Eagle 102 after this.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by Custom Work Salon and Tanning, the Mercantile Bank, and Pepsi.
Ethan Harrison for Louisiana is going to tee it up on the 40-yard line. Two backs to receive for Father Tolton. Cameron Lee stands on the near side, and Sam Ryan stands on the right side. They stand at their 25-yard line. And here we go. We're underway. It's a squib kick, almost an onside kick, fielded at the 48-yard line by an up man for Father Tolton. And he recovers it at the 44, make that the 46, and Tolton will put it on the ground and put it in play from there.
That, if you recall from last week, Louisiana wanted to kick the ball a lot to the up back rather than the return man, and it seems like that the general plan now is to maybe even go shorter than that on the kickoffs.
Jake Ryan stands with a single back offset to his right. Twin receivers top of the field, single receiver to the near side. Snap back, handoff right up the middle, hit at the 46-yard line, falling forward to the 50 into Louisiana territory. Just a straight dive up the middle with the carry is Will Breitweister. Gain of about 6 on the play. Tackle on the play for Louisiana, Ben Nictula. Yeah. Nictula got him wrapped up, but kind of hung on for the ride, and it's going to be 2nd and 4. Ryan stands in the shotgun. Had some movement. They're going to call a flag. The Louisiana players, again, we had a good angle. I don't know what they're going to say here. I didn't think they came across.
I didn't either. But
well, he twitched, but he didn't come across the line of scrimmage. Again, we had the perfect angle. However, they didn't consult us once again.
No.
Penalty gives the Trailblazers the first down. Ball at the Louisiana 43. Shotgun formation for Ryan. Handoff straight up the middle to the 30 to the 25, 23-yard line. Breitweister straight up the gut.
That's exactly what this spread that Tolton runs. They like to spread your defense out and try to find that one little gap in. The defensive line is going to have to be very active and very quick to get that shut down tonight.
Breitweiser with good yardage so far. Handoff once again, Breitweiser right up the middle, hit at the line of scrimmage, fights inside the 20, wrestled down at about the 17-yard line. Another big gain on first down.
So the Louisiana defensive line, they appear to be just standing up trying to find the ball instead of getting that penetration that they were getting last week against Crystal City. And if shut this down, they're going to have to penetrate their gaps tonight.
2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Breitweiser behind Ryan. Fake this time. Ryan looks over the middle, has a man wide open, and walking into the end zone for the touchdown is Cameron Lee. It made that look pretty easy, boys.
Yes, and a very nice strike by Ryan, the quarterback there. Hit him in stride. Closest defender was probably about 4 yards from him. Louisiana defense, they just act like they're kind of on a read and react type of situation tonight rather than attacking.
4 minutes and 25-second scoring drive. Extra point on the way is no good. Boy, that looked good from here. Extra point try was missed.
Now it's good.
Well, now it's good. We had one official that said no good. Another official said good. They still haven't put the point on the board. It's either 6 or 7-0 Trailblazers at this point. We'll take a short break, be back with Louisiana's first possession on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by PJ's Salon, Noah Builders, and Reed Insurance Agency.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicki Cadwalder, Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
Father Tolton moves into it. A high booming kick, end over end, fielded at the 5-yard line. Up the middle, Green cuts to his right across the 20. And he'll be wrestled down at the 22. DeMarco Green with the return. That was a 17-yard strike from Ryan to Wagner that capped a 53-yard scoring drive. That took 4 minutes and 25 seconds. So Louisiana tries to answer, and Father Tolton scores a lot of points. So far, no one has scored against them. Louisiana does come with an empty backfield. 3 receivers to the near side. Harrison stands behind center in an empty backfield. Single receiver top of the field. Shepard in motion. Harrison up the middle to the 25, to the 30. Cuts outside to the 35, to the 40. Steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. And one thing the spread does, it spreads the defense as well. And Ethan Harrison did a nice job of recognizing that and picking up nearly 20 yards on first down.
He made a wonderful read off of that option. He saw that the end come outside and the gap was there, so he pulled the ball and got that gain.
2 receivers to the top of the field, Martin and Zerwa. Single back in the backfield is Harrison. He stands to the right side, or Shepard stands to the right side of Harrison. Shotgun snap, handoff Shepard up the middle to the 50, across midfield to the 45, still on his feet, driving down to the 43-yard line. And a nice opening drive so far for Louisiana. Brady Shepard with a nice gain on first down.
So, Corey, maybe you don't have to zone block in a spread.
Do you think anything has to do with maybe Father Tolton prepared for the offense
for
that
the
they've seen, and they're taken aback by what's they're seeing so far in the game?
I would think that, except for they practice against it all, during 2-a-days the whole time against their own offense.
3 receivers to the far side of the field. Single back to the near side is Wyatt Martin. Once again, straight up the middle is Shepard. He'll get inside the 40, driving down to the 39-yard line. A nice gain on first down. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Shepard showing he has an explosiveness that nobody else in that backfield has for Louisiana. He's able to get to top speed pretty quick.
Green splits to the slot to the left. Shepard will be in the backfield with Harrison. Near side, Wyatt Martin split wide to the right. Slot to the right is Black. Snap back in the shotgun, looking to option this way. Pitch to Shepard. He cuts it inside, still on his feet. Looks like he's going to be across the 35 to the 32-yard line. Call it the 31, and another first down for Louisiana.
The offensive line for Louisiana, most of those guys are playing the defense too, and if they had that kind of urgency on defense, I don't know if Father Tolton would have scored as quick as they did on them.
The offensive line, Polston, McCarty, Nictula. First and 10, ball just outside the Father Tolton 30-yard line. Handoff, Shepard. Now the option keeper to the 30 to the 25. The quarterback, Harrison, pulled it. A nice faked me out. And once again, going to pick up about 5 yards on the first down carry. Nice belly to Shepard.
Yeah, Harrison is doing a great job of making these reads on these options right now. Just wonderful.
Second and 4, gain of 6 on first down. Single receiver. Splits out wide to the left side is Zerwa. Slot to the left is Green. Harrison stands about 5 yards off the line of scrimmage. Slot, Black in motion. Handoff up the middle Shepard, ball's on the ground. It's on the ground. Louisiana's going to get it. They're going to lose about 2 on the play, but they do keep possession of the football. It'll be 3rd and about 6. Key mistake there that could have been much worse.
Father Tolton, defensive lineman, done a real nice job. We had a nice vantage point. Couldn't quite get to the ball carrying, just ripped at the football and was able to get it loose.
8 minutes, 15 seconds. Father Tolton on top 6-0, so the extra point attempt was, in fact, no good. Louisiana faces 3rd and 6 from the 27-yard line. Green in motion, coming to the near side. Harrison cuts it up to the 25, inside, still driving, a nice hard run. He's going to be near the first down marker. He drug tacklers for 5 yards.
Yes, he did.
Giving it to him.
Yep. Yes, he drug at least 3 guys with him for 5 yards, Rodney. That's just want to right there.
Absolutely. 1st and 10, Louisiana. Ball spotted at the Father Tolton 20-yard line. Harrison looks to the sideline for the plays. Under 7 minutes, 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Single, Harrison in the backfield by himself. In motion is Shepard. Takes the ball coming to the near side at the 30, hitting the backfield. Going to be dropped for a big loss at the 24-yard line. Loss of 4 on the play.
Yeah, Father Tolton's defense has brought from the first 5-6 plays we saw, they brought their linebackers at least another yard closer to the line of scrimmage. At this point, it looks like, okay, you can run, so we're going to stop that. So we're going to make you throw the ball here a little bit.
2nd and 14, almost 15 after the loss of yardage. Harrison stands alone in the backfield, looks at the play list on his left forearm. Puts a man in motion is Green. Handoff fake to Green. Harrison right up the middle. Has a room to the outside, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, to the house. Touchdown, L.A. Bulldogs.
You know, an excellent job by the left side of that offensive line, and an even better job by Harrison of making all the right reads. Do that. He let a block set up out on that cornerback on the outside. He had to wait just a little bit until his blocker got out and got position on him, and he was able to get to the corner. So in 8 and roughly a half quarters of football, this first time Father Tolton's been scored upon.
Well, that's a great answer. It took 4 minutes and 5 seconds to do it. And it looks like Louisiana will attempt the PAT kick. Harrison will attempt it out of the hold of Zerwa.
So do we take the votes from the referees this time on if it's good or not?
Well, this one looks good. It is good.
Well, we have 2 of them say it's good anyway. Okay.
7-6 Louisiana. 6 minutes, 30 seconds left in the first quarter. This is Louisiana High School football on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Gypsy Soul Salon and Boutique, Lacrosse Lumber, and Meyer Implement Company.
That's why we offer discounts for good students, safe driving, and more. Trust us to look out for the road ahead. For a free insurance quote on your home, auto, farm, or ATV needs, give myself or
Shelly Clucky
a call today. Pike County Mutual Insurance Company, on the square in Bowling Green.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102, and it's brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
Well, what an answer by the Bulldogs. A 77-yard touchdown drive starting at their own 23-yard line, and they have the lead 7-6 over Father Tolton. This one is a pooch kick. It's going to be fair caught at the 40-yard line. Father Tolton. Gage Ryan, a freshman, made the fair catch. The Trailblazers will take over.
The whole Ryan family plays for Father Tolton, apparently.
Well, there's a bunch of them. 3 at least that we know of. Well, the defense now. back on the field, but they have a 1-point lead. Father Tolton sends 2 receivers top of the field, single man in the backfield, Jake Ryan. He has a back with him, handoff up the middle to Brett Weister. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, but it's going to fight forward for about a 6-yard gain, and that play looked like it was going nowhere. Will Brett Weiser.
Yeah, but the one positive for Louisiana there is their defensive line got some penetration, got that stopped up early. Although whenever they get in there, they need to get a little lower leverage to be able to stop that extra yards.
So Ryan and Brett Weiser in the backfield, trip receivers to the top of the field, the wide side. Ball near the near hash at the 46-yard line. 2nd and 4. Trailblazers dropping straight back to pass. Ryan airs it out long over the middle. Has a man caught at the 10-yard line and into the end zone. Touchdown, Father Tolton. And that was Sam Ryan. Had some speed. Louisiana had coverage. He was just able to outrun it, and I assume his brother Jake Ryan, with a nice toss, completed to the 10-yard line and into the end zone.
Yeah, threw it exactly where he needed to throw it. Again, receiver didn't have to break stride. Pretty impressed with this Ryan's accuracy throwing the football so far.
Extra point attempt forthcoming. Stephen Beckfer with the attempt. It's good. It crawls over the iron. I just did not see that. Anyway, I'm going to digest that. We're going to take a break. Back with more after this on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by All Parts, Kayla Caldwell, certified financial planner with Edward Jones, and Ann Lane Boutique.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the sport in Bowling Green.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere. Deposit checks, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, check the latest activity on your account, and view images of your checks, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
Green takes the kickoff at the 5. He crosses the 10 to the 20, outside to the 30, with some room to the 40. One man to beat, drags him down, still on his feet at the 50. Inside the 50 to the 41-yard line. I thought Green was going to be tackled 2 or 3 times, and what a return and a nice answer. They've got a kid that can put some wood on the ball. That ball carried all the way to the 5. Green with the return all the way back. Well, near midfield. They're going to mark him out of bounds on the Louisiana side of the 50 at the 48, but nonetheless a great return.
You know, I'm a little surprised Crystal City kicked away from Green all last week whenever they had to, and I'm a little surprised Father Tolton is kicking to him tonight.
We are at the 5-minute, 30 seconds mark of the first quarter of play. Lots of scoring so far, 13-7, Father Tolton. Louisiana has it 1st and 10 near midfield. Handoff, Shepard up the middle to the 50 to the 45, inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. That's going to be enough for a first down.
That again, that suddenness that Brady Shepard has. There may be a couple other of the backs that are faster than he is, but no one's quicker than he is.
He is hitting the line of scrimmage at full speed. He's hitting the handoff at full speed.
Yes, absolutely. And sometimes even if there's not a hole there, hitting it that quick can create a hole.
Well, we looked at the we had the view on that extra point. Kelly, I'm like you. So the ball, I thought I saw clearly, cross between me and the goalpost. It landed at the padded upright. It landed there. Both the officials looked at each other and called it good. I don't know. That was confusing.
I saw the ball cross in front of the crossbar, so I don't know. Of course, my eyes are getting old, but I think I can still see that.
We should go to replay.
Well, and the positioning of the referee should be directly underneath the goalpost, one under the right, one under the left. and it looks like they're almost standing in front, so they're not getting the best view.
Well, we've had a timeout on the field, and Louisiana talks it over. They'll come back after the timeout. Harrison, shotgun formation, handoff once again to Shepard, coming to the right side at the 40 to the 35, stood up there, maybe the 36, a gain of 4, another good positive first down play.
Yep. I'd say as long as Brady Shepard is gonna hit that hole that hard, I can't see how he can get any negative yardage running like that tonight. And got to give a little credit to the offensive line on this. They're keeping in front of their man long enough for him to find 2, 3, 4, 6 yards every time through.
Hughes, Polston, McCarty, King, and Nick Tula doing a strong job so far for the Bulldogs. 3 receivers to the near side. Single back is Shepard standing to the right side of Harrison. Harrison comes to the near side at the 40, looks to turn it upfield at the 35. Going to be wrestled down there, maybe a gain of 1 on the play. It'll bring up a 3rd and 5.
Yeah, had kind of a lead draw sweep going on there. Again, Father Tolton late in the last Louisiana drive brought their linebackers up closer to the line of scrimmage. So those perimeter plays like that are going to be pretty tough to be able to break.
And that was coming to the short side of the field as well. So that brings up 3rd and 5. Ball spotted on the Father Tolton 35-yard line. Trip receivers to the near side. Harrison with 9 on the play clock. Timeout taken by Louisiana. We'll step aside for a break as well. This is Louisiana High School football on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by La Roots Hair Salon and Tanning, Sun Window Company, and MASH.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Our agency is currently looking to hire multiple positions: RNs, LPNs, CNAs, physical therapist assistants, and breastfeeding peer counselor, all from full-time to part-time to contracted. Please visit our website at www.pikecountyhealth.org for more information and to apply online.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt arc lithium.
Out of the timeout, Harrison throws an interception over the middle, intercepted by Ryan. He's across midfield to the 35 to the 30, still on his feet, cuts to his left. He may go, one man to beat, gets blocked in the back. They didn't throw the flag, touchdown. That was just a clear block in the back. Nonetheless, a interception return for touchdown, 80 yards for Cameron Lee.
Well, it was a shame that the play call was a really good play call. It just wasn't executed the best in the world. And it was just the ball was a little bit underthrown and got the pick 6 out of it.
Had that ball been thrown about 3-4 yards further downfield, I think it had a good chance of being a touchdown for Louisiana.
Yeah, it was going to go the other way.
Shepard tried to make the tackle about the 5 and just got shoved into the end zone.
Yeah, it was a clear clip.
Father Tolton, 3:40 left in the first, will attempt the extra point. On to kick it is Will Brayman. This one does split the uprights. 20-7 is our score. Tolton on top of Louisiana. More after this on Eagle 102.
The best coverage of high school sports on KJFM, brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
This is Tara Grody, and People's Savings Bank is excited to announce the Bobcat debit card. People's Savings Bank believes in giving back to the communities we serve, and that begins with the school district. Every time you use your Bobcat debit card as a credit, People's Savings Bank will give the school district 5 cents. That may not sound like a lot of money, but since starting this program 6 years ago, PSB has been able to give back over $120,000. Open an account online at ourpsb.com or stop by our branch. We are the one with a bright blue roof. Start earning the Bowling Green School District money today just by using your debit card. Member FDIC.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by Bibb Veach and Collier Funeral Homes, Calumet of Missouri, and Kearns Construction.
Well, a lot of action. Pick six and extra point gives Father Tolton the lead, 20-7. This kickoff goes into the end zone, touchback. So Louisiana will have it 1st and 10 from their 20. Other scores, a lot of action in the Bowling Green Lutheran St. Charles game. Early in that ball game, a 63-yard touchdown reception to Dunn gave Bowling Green the lead after a score, and then a pick six by Lutheran St. Charles gave them the 8-6 lead. Bryant returns the score. Bowling Green back on top of Lutheran. Well, Louisiana needs to put a drive together here and answer. You knew the offense was going to score some points. You hate to see the defense. Empty backfield. He's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage. He might pick up a half a yard.
Harrison on the carry. Met in the backfield by Brett Muller.
It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brings up a 2nd down.
Emptied the backfield out that time. Green came in motion from the offensive right side. They faked the sweep. Harrison pulled it and just headed upfield and didn't get much. Same formation, same look. This time they fake it again, looking to throw. Harrison tucks it. He'll head upfield, won't get much there either. Might even lose a half a yard back to the original line of scrimmage.
Very nicely there. Had nowhere to throw the ball. He just had to eat that one.
2 minutes, 43 seconds left in the first quarter. 20-7 Father Tolton on top of Louisiana by 13. Clock continues to run. 20 seconds on the play clock. Harrison gets the signal from the sideline. He'll have 3 receivers to the far side. Now Black lines up as a slot to Harrison's left. 2 receivers to the near side of the field. Timeout on the field taken by Louisiana. We'll step aside for a break as well. We'll be back on Eagle 102 after this.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock Agent, Perkins Electrical Services, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Royal Banks is your community bank with locations throughout St. Louis, St. Charles, Northeast Missouri, Granite City, and Jerseyville, Illinois. A Royal Bank branch is not far away. Royal Banks bring experienced staff and products and services designed to meet your professional and personal financial needs. Investing in our communities, one client at a time. Call 314-212-1500 today. Royal Banks of Missouri, member FDIC and equal opportunity lender.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by the Keeley Center, Service and Supply Co-op, and Ameriprise Certified Financial Planner Tamara.
After the timeout, Louisiana faces a 3rd and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Single receiver to the top of the field. Harrison behind center with a single back. Shepard to his right. Fake to Shepard. End around to Green to the left side. To the 20, to the 25, 30. First down yardage. Had one man in the backfield. That was Ryan. Didn't know if he was going to be drugged down. Green outran him to the sideline. Great play there to move the chains and keep the possession alive.
So, Rodney, the corners are the only ones on this defense that are playing back. So pitcher and company must have thought that maybe they could get around the perimeter time or two. Looks like maybe there's Father Tolton's defense is still set up that way.
Nice little razzle-dazzle play.
First and 10, low snap. Fakes the pitch now to Shepard. Going to be hit near the line of scrimmage. Got a flag late. That may be a face mask. Threw it right on top of the tackler and the ball carrier, Shepard. They're looking the wrong direction. Don't know what they're going to call here. Holding against Louisiana. Tough break there. That's going to move them back 10, so they'll be looking at first and 20. First down. And 20. Ball at the Louisiana 22. A minute 23 left in the first quarter of play. Got 3 downs here. Don't need to get it all at once, although that isn't a bad idea either.
That would work. That would be acceptable.
Shepard stands offset. Takes the handoff running up into the middle to the 29-yard line. I'm sorry, 24-yard line. It looks like Brady was going to have a seam there and just kind of got snatched out of the air at the last minute before breaking into the second level. Gain of about 3. It'll be second and 17.
I would have liked to see Brady drop his leverage right there as he was going through that initial line. I think he could have got through, but he ran a little high that time and allowed himself to get tackled.
May not have seen the defender coming from his left. I think he saw the hole that we did. Handoff again, Shepard to the 35. Still on his feet, dives out to the 36-yard line. A nice gain there. It'll be third and manageable. Call it about 6. Again, that a very good play, very nearly a very big play.
Yeah, it's coming close. Most of the time, Louisiana's offensive line, again, is doing good on the initial hit and being able to get through. And, again, Brady's so quick to get to the hole that it's not giving the defense much time to react.
13 seconds. I don't think they have to run a play before the first quarter is over.
Play clock and the time and the regular clock are about even.
Harrison does run a play. He gets to the 40, still on his feet, breaks free across the 45 to the 50. First down, Louisiana. And about a 14-yard pickup. Louisiana with the ball and the drive ensuing. They'll have it first and 10 inside or right at midfield when we come back. That's the end of one, 20-7, Father Tolton.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
Ask me, Ashley Jenkins, about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service, but did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Beginning of the second quarter of play, Louisiana has it at midfield, first and 10. Handoff straight up the middle. Shepard across the 50 down to the 46-yard line, a gain of 4 on first down. That's a positive stay ahead of the chains first down play.
Absolutely, absolutely. Want to take that every time. 2 more times of that and you're first down again.
Other scores, Louisiana or Bowling Green and Lutheran St. Charles. 3:27 left in the first quarter. Lutheran St. Charles on top, 20-16. About the only other score we have, Pittsfield is taking on state-ranked Williamsville. In the first quarter there, the Saukeys find themselves down 14-0. 2nd and 6, high snap, handoff to Shepard, hit at the line of scrimmage. Does a nice job to fight forward and pick up about a yard. Timing was thrown off by a high snap there on that play.
It was a little bit, and Father Tolton's linebacker made a nice read, stayed at home where he was supposed to be, honored the option, and was able to come up and make a stick. Still got a couple yards out of it, though.
3rd and 4, just underway in the second quarter. A beautiful Friday night in southeast Columbia, Missouri. It's a good night for watching, good night for broadcasting, and a good night for playing football. Harrison options to the near side, pitches to Shepard. He was covered and dropped. Very nice play. Father Tolton.
22. So Tommy Black, the wide receiver there, had to make a better block on that corner. Corner was able to come up and make that tackle, but Tommy's got to stay on that corner and maintain that block until they get around that perimeter.
So Louisiana faces a 4th and 5, ball at the Father Tolton 45-yard line. Looks like they're in an offensive formation. They're going to go for it. 4th and 5, Harrison looks to take the snap, drops straight back to pass, looks down the right side, has a man with a little space, overthrown. Pass intended down the left side to the near side of the field.
Yeah, nice play call there. Everything seemed to work. The receiver did have a couple steps on the defender. Ball's just slightly overthrown.
Well, Wyatt Martin, the receiver there, took a little stutter step like it was going to be underthrown while the ball was in the air.
Lot better pass blocking this week. A lot better.
Yeah, I agree. But also on the other side, I don't think Father Tolton is blitzing as much as Crystal City did last week. Crystal City sent at least one on every play, and a lot of times 2 and 3.
After the turnover on downs, Father Tolton has it in the backfield. Breechwise squirts free, hit in the backfield, but still squirts free for a gain of about 3 on the play. Boy, they had the fullback Breitweiser in the backfield. Couldn't corral him there. Picks up 3, 2nd and 7. Ball at the Father Tolton 47. Defensive line got some penetration there, just couldn't make the tackle.
They did, and did a fair job of setting edge. The back just made a nice little dive inside the gap and was able to get through.
Single receiver to the near side, single back in the backfield. Breitweiser comes to the near side to the 50, on his feet to the 40, to the 35, hit and dropped by Harrison, inside the 35 to the 34-yard line, and the chains will move.
So the right side of Father Tolton's line blocked down, was able to seal off. Not sure who had the perimeter responsibility there, but they absolutely didn't even get close to setting an edge. And if they're not able to beat that down block, it's going to be a long night if they keep running that play.
Sam Ryan split to the near side. Single back in the backfield left of Jack Ryan. Handoff up the middle, Breitweiser. Not much there, gain of about 2. Second and 8 after the 2-yard plunge by Will Breitweiser. Wears number 24. Jake Ryan awaits the snap, 23 on the play clock. Takes the snap, looks left to throw, looks down the left side. Good coverage, ball's thrown up, and it is knocked to the ground. Great coverage by Louisiana. Alex Zirwa right there and knocked it to the ground in the end zone. It'll be 3rd and 8 after the incompletion.
You can't cover any better than Alex just did there. He was with him the whole time. Read the receiver's eyes. One of the receivers started getting the hands up. He turned around, got his hands up, and was able to knock it down. That was textbook.
We've got a timeout. Timeout on the field. Looks like they're allowing a substitution. I don't know exactly what they're doing. Well, here we go. 3rd and 8. Big play for Louisiana. Chance to potentially get a stop or at least force a 4th down. 8:25 left second quarter. 20-7 Father Tolton. looking pass, looks to the right. Pass was nearly intercepted. Had a man. It was either tipped or he just missed him.
Yeah.
Standing in the near flat, Cameron Lee was kind of all by himself.
Yeah,
But,
looked like a little miscommunication between the quarterback and the receiver. The receiver had the what's going on after the pass look, and the quarterback kind of did the same thing. So
4th and 8, the offense stays on the field for the Trailblazers. Big play here in this first half for Louisiana, an opportunity to get off the field. 4th and 8, snap back, looking straight to pass, looking like they're setting up the screen over the outstretched arms of the receiver Cameron Lee, and that's it, a turnover on downs. Louisiana gets the stop and gets the ball back here, 8:16 left in the second quarter.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Veolia Landscape Supply, Royal Banks, and a taste of Philly.
1st and 10, ball outside the Louisiana 30, call it the 31. Offense on the field. Harrison stands in the backfield. Takes the snap, looks to come to the near side, cuts it up at the 30. Going to be hit and ridden down. No gain on the play. Father Tolton, that option look that Louisiana has given, Father Tolton is very disciplined so far to this point. The pitch man has been well covered.
They have read their responsibilities well and held to them and haven't jumped out. We've got to get a little better blocking and getting that edge kicked out of there.
Yeah, if he's going to be out there, somebody needs to be there to go ahead and kick him out. Handoff this time, kept coming to the near side to the 35 to the 40, across the 40, first down yardage on the keeper for Ethan Harrison. He steps out of bounds at the 44, first down Louisiana.
Yeah, another good read by Ethan, and also I'm impressed by the way he handles the ball on those reads. They don't put it on the ground very often, and we see what happens when you put it on the ground from last week. Crystal City put it on the ground numerous times.
Shepard stands offset to the right. Harrison in the backfield, 5 yards deep. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. Harrison pulls, follows Shepard through the hole. Going to gain about 2, maybe 3 on the first down play. Looked like there was some room to the outside, but didn't quite get to the second level.
No, he was trying to. There was a little seam, just a little bit off tackle, and that gap closed up fairly quick, but they still got some positive yards.
2nd and 3, 7 minutes, 10 seconds to go here in the second quarter. 27, Father Tolton over Louisiana, 20-7. Single receiver to the near side. Twins right. Handoff this time, Shepard up the middle. Nice gain, going to be fighting for the first down yardage. I believe he's going to get it. Shepard picks up about 7, and they move the chains inside Father Tolton territory. They'll mark it down at the 45.
Again, offensive line, initial contact's good, and Shepard is so sudden getting there that he's just able to get some yards almost every time with that.
These plays are not taking a long time to develop, and that's encouraging to see at any level of football. It just seems like if you've got plays that take forever to develop, very often they don't.
For a lot of people that haven't seen Louisiana play yet, they run a lot of plays that would harken you back to the 70s and the 80s.
1st and 10, handoff Shepard up the middle. Hit at the line. Going to still pick up a couple on the play. Be second and a long 8, call it 9.
2-yard gain on the play.
Well, they've moved it back. It'll be a pickup of 1. Clock continues to run.
Father Tolton has backed their defense up just a little bit on their corners and their safety now. They're not playing all within 3 yards like they were earlier. So
Tommy Black slides in motion. Handoff Shepard, hit at the line of scrimmage, still fighting for yardage. He'll pick up about 3 more. It's going to be 3rd and a long 5. Ball just outside the Father Tolton 40-yard line. 0 and green, splitting to the near side. Barton to the top of the field. Ball sits on the right hash. Harrison and Shepard in the backfield. Black is in the slot to the near side. Shotgun formation straight up the middle. Running hard is Harrison. He's going to move the chains once again. Down to the 35-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10.
So going back to one of our keys of the game, Rodney, these Louisiana has to sustain. They've got to get this. They've got to eat up a lot of clock.
Well, I called a 1st and 10. It looked like he had the yard to gain with ease, but they're going to mark him down a full yard short of the first down. It's 4th and 1. Harrison stands in the backfield. Black comes in motion to the near side. He resets. Snap back. Harrison straight up the middle. He's going to have the first down yardage and more across the 35 to the 30, driving down to the 28-yard line. 1st and 10, Louisiana. Nice job by the offensive line because really Harrison wasn't touched till he was 2-3 yards past the line of scrimmage.
It was, and he runs hard also. He runs at a low pad level whenever he runs the ball and is able to get extra yards.
Well, Louisiana has 4:27 left here in the second. They've got the ball, trailing 20-7. They also get the second half kickoff. So it'd be nice to continue this drive and put some points on the board, wrapping up play in the second quarter. Had an equipment. Officials wind the clock. 18 on the play clock. Well, that jumped to 13. I don't know exactly what happened there. Does not look like it'll be an issue. Harrison ready for the snap. Fakes it, runs to his right, cuts to the outside to the 25, still on his feet to the 20, inside the 20 to the 18. They'll mark him down at the 19. 1st and 10, Louisiana. The chains move once again.
So the right side of that offensive line for the Bulldogs got some good push. That may be some of the best push I've seen them get all night. They were able to take some defensive linemen back a yard or so with that push and opened a nice lane up for Harrison to be able to go through.
Offense is really looking good so far this evening, and have played Father Tolton fairly even with the exception of the pick six.
I'm very impressed to be able to change offenses and them do this well this week.
Harrison takes the snap, hands to Shepard, running to the left side, tries to bounce it outside to the 15, inside the 15, fighting for yardage down to the 11. It'll be a gain of 9 on first down. Another positive first down play for Louisiana.
We saw this last week, Rodney, a little bit. It seemed like the offensive line took a little bit to get to going, and it seemed like they got stronger and quicker as the game went on, and I'm starting to see that Bulldog offensive line have that surge like they did last week.
They're starting to get a little bit of an identity about them. 2nd and 1 as we approach the 3-minute mark. Handoff, fake to Green, up the middle to the 10-yard line, cutting to the 5, inside the 5. Touchdown, L.A. Bulldogs. Harrison on the keeper from the 11, and Louisiana draws to within 7.
Not only is Ethan Harrison doing a great job making his initial reads back there on these options plays, but he makes a great job of seeing his blocking come together down the field and where the defenders are at, and is able to make quite a few nice moves to be able to get down the field.
Louisiana, Harrison's going to attempt the PAT kick.
This offense almost suits Harrison better than the one that we've seen the previous 2 weeks.
Snap back, ball down, kick is blocked. It is 20-13. Louisiana down by 7. 2:52 left in the second quarter. We'll be back with more after this on Eagle 102.
The area's best coverage of high school sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by Pike County Health Department, People's Savings Bank, and All Parts.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile. With the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account, you'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
On every journey, you should enjoy peace of mind. I'm Corey Buchanan at Pike County Mutual Insurance Company. We take pride in keeping you protected. That's why we offer discounts for good students, safe driving, and more. trust us to look out for the road ahead. For a free insurance quote on your home, auto, farm, or ATV needs, give myself or
Shelly Glucky
a call today. Pike County Mutual Insurance Company, on the square in Bowling Green.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by Brian and Heather White with White Insurance Agency, DG Firearms, and Hayden's Motorsports Center.
2 minutes, 52 seconds left in the second quarter. Louisiana, behind an 11-yard touchdown run from Ethan Harrison, has brought the Bulldogs to within one score. They'll kick it off. Now, the two kicks that they've had, yesterday they had the pooch kick that carried down around the 30-yard line. The first kick tonight was almost an onside variety. The second one didn't travel much further. It'd be interesting to see where Harrison looks to kick this.
You know, Rodney, I'm going to be a little greedy here, but sure never want to take points off the board, but I wish that drive had lasted about 2 more minutes and then ended in 6.
I understand. Ball's on the ground. It's going to be kicked out of bounds at the 35-yard line, so that will tack on some yardage, and once again, Father Tolton will have pretty good field position. I think if the ball goes out of bounds, well, I don't know where they're going to spot it.
Yeah, that would be one that they usually would bring out to the 35. So, what, 5 yards? Yeah, give me 5.
I think it's an illegal procedure penalty, so that would make sense. And they do spot it at the 40-yard line. So Father Tolton has decent field position. They'll put it in play. 2 minutes, 46 seconds left in the second quarter. Trip receivers bunched on the far side. Ball on the near hash. Snap back. Ryan spins to his left, looks to come to the right side. Ball's caught at the 40 to the 45, 50. Tap dancing is Lee inside Louisiana territory. Finally tripped up out of bounds at the Bulldog 43-yard line.
Pretty nice play design there by Father Tolton. The Bulldogs were confused on that, but they've seen it now, so maybe if Father Tolton runs it again, Bulldogs will recognize it quicker.
Darn near a little screen pass.
Nice play by Cameron Lee once he received the ball to make a few players miss and get some extra yards after the catch. Twin receivers left and right, dropping straight back to pass. Ryan looks to the right side. Ball is caught inside the 40. Taken out of bounds after a 7-yard gain.
Ryan is pretty cool, calm and collected back in that pocket. He doesn't get happy feet. He just makes his reads and delivers it where it needs to go. And Father Tolton's giving him plenty of protection. They're keeping the back end to block. So
4 wide receivers, single back in the backfield, stands next to Jake Ryan. Fakes the handoff. Ryan under some pressure, rolls to his right to the 40, heaves it downfield to the end zone, has a man there, and it's an easy catch. I believe that went to Sam Ryan. Jake to Sam Ryan, touchdown with 2 minutes left. It's 26-13, Father Tolton.
Yeah, the coverage for Louisiana just lost track of him, and there was some scrambling going around, and it's easy for the D-backs to start looking upfield and think, hey, he's going to run, and lose track of who you're supposed to be covering. And Ryan was able to get way behind the defense on that.
PAT attempt, snap back, ball down, kick up, and it is good. So with an even 2 minutes left, Father Tolton 27, Louisiana 13. Back with more after this on Eagle 102.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North 8th Court in Bowling Green.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, State Farm Agents, Pepsi, and Ackles Farm Market.
Well, Louisiana set to receive the kickoff after the 33-yard touchdown pass, Jake to Sam Ryan, and the ensuing point-after attempt kick was good, 27-13. Father Tolton on top by 14. Deep kick fielded at the 5-yard line. It's going to be a touchback. Went off of DeMarco Green's hands into the end zone, and it is going to be a touchback. So Louisiana gets it 1st and 10 at the 20.
It's got to be one of those 2-for-1 possessions, Rodney. A score here, and then Louisiana gets it back afterwards and can possibly tie it or go ahead.
Well, certainly you'd like to see him have some success and move the ball, and at the very least not give it back to Father Tolton this quarter.
All 3 timeouts for both teams.
Harrison in the backfield, hit at the 15-yard line. He's fighting for yardage. Doesn't have many people helping him, but he turned a 5-yard loss into a 2-yard loss. Looked like a little confusion in the backfield that time.
I think there's some confusion on the offensive line. Looked like the left side of that offensive line was blocking down, leaving a pathway for Father Tolton's defense to come right in on that side.
2nd and 12. Green with the handoff, sweeping to the right side. Fights for yardage. Not going to get much. Maybe got back to the original line of scrimmage. Be 3rd and 10.
1-yard gain on the play. Brings up a
Now does Father Tolton start thinking about using a timeout here?
Well, Father Tolton has 1 left. Louisiana has 2, according to the score clock. We're missing some lights on the field here, folks. I think they need to do a little bit of a lighting study. It's a polka-dotted field. I see one bank of lights that's they're just off, as in not on. And that's where the action is at right now. It's kind of a dark side of the moon for Louisiana running their offense here.
Timeout on the field.
Timeout on the field, 41 seconds left to play. Louisiana takes their second timeout. We'll take a break as well. Back with more after this on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by Brian and Heather White with White Insurance Agency, DG Firearms, and Hayden's Motorsports Center.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere. Deposit checks, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, check the latest activity on your account, and view images of your checks, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
41 seconds left in the second quarter of play. Louisiana will face a 3rd and 11. Father Tolton actually has 2 timeouts left. The guest Louisiana just used their final timeout. So certainly if this does not gain the first down, I would expect Father Tolton to use a timeout and try and have about 30 seconds left when they get the ball back. Harrison comes to the near side, looks to throw. Tucks it instead. He's across the 20, still on his feet to the 25-yard line.
Done a nice job staying in bounds there, Rodney. He looked like initially he was going to go on and get shoved out of bounds and then cut back to Tolton, burn that timeout.
And Tolton did burn a timeout. We'll step aside as well one more time before Louisiana faces a 4th and 7 after the break.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by Rick Rodhouse, Country Financial Agent, Noah Builders, and Central State Bank of Illinois.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Our agency is currently looking to hire multiple positions: RNs, LPNs, CNAs, physical therapist assistants, and breastfeeding peer counselor, all from full-time to part-time to contracted. Please visit our website at www.pikecountyhealth.org for more information and to apply online.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by Brian and Heather White with White Insurance Agency, DG Firearms, and Hayden's Motorsports Center.
So Louisiana has it 4th and a long 6, trailing by 14. 30 seconds left in the play of the second quarter. Ball spotted near the 25-yard line, their own 25.
A little movement on the right guard, Rodney.
That's going to back Louisiana up 5 yards. Louisiana in the formation. 2 backs in the backfield, Harrison in the middle. It's what we saw last week. Typically, Ethan then drops back into a punt formation. And that's what you would expect them to do here. And now Harrison drops back. Cameron Lee drops back. He'll stand at the 45. Harrison kicks it, a nice high spiral kick. Lee grabs it, hit at the 45, bounces back to the 50, still on his feet, has room to the left side, to the 35, to the 30, in the clear to the 20, to the 10, to the 5, inside the 5, driven out of bounds, short of the end zone, and you just couldn't have that. They had Cameron Lee wrapped up at the 50-yard line and couldn't tackle him.
Yeah, we saw it some last week. We saw a lot of first contact by the Louisiana defense, and just not able to get him down upon first contact. It's just something I know Greg Pitcher's been pulling his hair out with, and I know that they'll continue to work with the guys to correct that situation.
Well, it's 1st and goal from the 3. Tolton has no timeouts. If Louisiana can blow this play up and get the ball down in the field to play, the clock will continue to run quickly to the line of scrimmage. Tolton, Ryan, ball's on the ground, and that is exactly what happened. The play was blown up. What? Well, I misspoke. Louisiana didn't have any timeouts. They're the guest. Father Tolton now uses their last timeout. So that play was blown up.
A little help from some mishandling of the snap between the center and the quarterback.
So we'll take a break as well. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 5 when we come back after this on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by Custom Work Salon and Tanning, the Mercantile Bank, and Pepsi.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
2nd and goal from the 4. Back to pass. Ryan looks to the right, has a man at the goal line, into the end zone with 5 seconds left on the clock. Touchdown, Father Tolton.
Yeah, I believe, Rodney, I think that Louisiana's going to have to start checking some of these receivers off the line. He come off free, was able to go exactly where he needed to go, and this quarterback from Father Tolton can about throw it where he has to throw it every time. So they've got to do something to disrupt some of the timing in this passing game.
PAT snap back, kick up, high, long, and it is good. 34-13, Father Tolton. 5 seconds left in the first half of play. We'll be back with more after this on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by Custom Work Salon and Tanning, the Mercantile Bank, and Pepsi.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
Well, Louisiana will get the ball back here. 5 ticks left if the ball is fielded in the field of play. We got a flag also.
It had a penalty against Louisiana, but did not catch the signal.
It's a 15-yarder, unsportsmanlike conduct. So Father Tolton will kick it off from the Louisiana side of midfield on the 45. So with the leg that their kicker is displayed, if he wants to drive it through the end zone, he can. They can kick it onside. They can do a number of things.
What was the unsportsmanlike on?
I didn't see what happened there.
I didn't even see the referee give a signal. I just saw the flag lying there. So
this one will sail out of the back of the end zone. So no time comes off the clock. Louisiana will have to get you caught up on the scoreboard as well.
Are they going to run a play here, Rodney, or are they just going to take a knee and get into halftime?
They're going to have to do something. They're finally getting everybody set where they want them. There's only 10 seconds left on the play clock. Now 5. Harrison hands off to Shepard coming to the near side, 25-30, still on his feet. First down yardage, a gain of about 12 on the play. That's going to do it for the first half of play here in Columbia at Father Tolton Catholic High School. Trailblazers on top of Louisiana, 34-13. As I mentioned, we'll be back after the break with Cellular and Satellite Halftime Show on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 Halftime Report is coming up, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
This is Tara Grody, and People's Savings Bank is excited to announce the Bobcat debit card. People's Savings Bank believes in giving back to the communities we serve, and that begins with the school district. Every time you use your Bobcat debit card as a credit, People's Savings Bank will give the school district 5 cents. That may not sound like a lot of money, but since starting this program 6 years ago, PSB has been able to give back over $120,000. Open an account online at ourpsb.com or stop by our branch. We are the one with a bright blue roof. Start earning the Bowling Green School District money today just by using your debit card. Member FDIC.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Royal Banks is your community bank with locations throughout St. Louis, St. Charles, Northeast Missouri, Granite City, and Jerseyville, Illinois. A Royal Bank branch is not far away. Royal Banks bring experienced staff and products and services designed to meet your professional and personal financial needs. Investing in our communities, one client at a time. Call 314-212-1500 today. Royal Banks of Missouri, member FDIC and equal opportunity lender.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life, and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
Ask me, Ashley Jenkins, about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service, but did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling
The
Green.
Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
On every journey, you should enjoy peace of mind. I'm Corey Buchanan at Pike County Mutual Insurance Company. We take pride in keeping you protected. That's why we offer discounts for good students, safe driving, and more. Trust us to look out for the road ahead. For a free insurance quote on your home, auto, farm, or ATV needs, give myself or
Shelley Glucky
a call today. Pike County Mutual Insurance Company on the square in Bowling Green.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Custom Works Salon and Tanning, the Mercantile Bank, and Pepsi.
This is the Cellular and Satellite Halftime Show on Eagle 102. At the half here in Columbia, Father Tolton on top of Louisiana 34-13. The last 2 minutes of that second quarter, things kind of slipped away from the Bulldogs a little bit.
It did, Rodney. I thought Louisiana, for playing a state-ranked team that's a class ahead of them, done a marvelous job of staying in the ball game until those last few minutes of the second quarter. There were some unfortunate things that happened there, and but it's not over with yet. I would have liked the 27 versus the 34 a lot better, but this is what we have, and Louisiana will need a couple breaks in that second half, but they're still in the ball game.
That they are. The score is 34-13. Speaking of scores, some other area scores. Williamsville, the state-ranked Williamsville, over Pittsfield, 35-7 at half. Also at the half, Dunn with another 80-yard touchdown run has given Bowling Green the 30-26 lead over Lutheran St. Charles. Wright City over Van Far at the moment, 27-6, nearing half as well.
That Lutheran team out of St. Peter's is a really good team. You know, I live down in Wentzville, so it's fairly close to us for everybody wondering where it is. It's right over by the St. Peter's Rec Center right off Mexico Road. They played in, I believe, back-to-back state championship games about 3 or 4 years ago. Their coach was former St. Louis Rams running back Arlen Harris, who I believe went on to be the Lindenwood University head coach, which Lindenwood now is a Division I college. So that tells you what kind of college or what kind of coach that they can get.
That's right, and you know it's not all bad whenever you're a team like Bowling Green and you've been steamrolling everyone that you played, you know, to at least get tested a few times during the season before those playoffs start.
Scoring in the first half, I'll give you the rundown. At 4:25 of the first quarter, a 53-yard scoring drive culminated with a 17-yard pass, Ryan to Wagner. That gave Father Tolton the lead, 6, then 7, then 6, then 7, then 6-0 after the officials couldn't decide whether the extra point was good or not. The final, they decided it was no good. So that was 6-0 Father Tolton. Louisiana answers right back. They put together a 4-minute and 5-second scoring drive of their own. A 20-yard run by Harrison with a good extra point made it 7-6 Louisiana. Ryan to Ryan hooked up for a 57-yard pass at 5:39 of the first quarter. A 49-second scoring drive, 7-13. Louisiana found themselves down by a touchdown. And then things got away a little bit there. An 80-yard pick six from Cameron Lee picked off Louisiana's Ethan Harrison on a ball that was just a touch underthrown. That gave Father Tolton the lead 20-7.
So, Rodney, going down through again, the game is closer than what the score implies. Louisiana has been able to play with this team. They can compete with them. They're not overly matched like we've seen some teams in the past. They are competing and can continue to compete here in the second half.
I tell you what made a difference, and this came into play especially late in that first half, the kicking game. Father Tolton has a kicker that can kick the ball out of the end zone. Louisiana's trying, Father Tolton's had the ball, basically between the 45s after each and every kickoff that Louisiana had. And, then the punting game, that set up the last score right before the end of the half. Louisiana kicks it away, gets a decent punt away and fielded around midfield. Cameron Lee fielded the punt, was wrapped up, squirted free down the left side, took it all the way down to the 3-yard line, and that set up the final touchdown of the first half. Ryan to Gooch from 4 yards out, and that set the final score at 34-13 Father Tolton. Well, we'll take a break here on the Cellular and Satellite Halftime Show. Back with more after this on Eagle 102.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere. Deposit checks, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, check the latest activity on your account, and view images of your checks, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Our agency is currently looking to hire multiple positions: RNs, LPNs, CNAs, physical therapist assistants, and breastfeeding peer counselor, all from full-time to part-time to contracted. Please visit our website at www.pikecountyhealth.org for more information and to apply online.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
This is Tara Grody, and People's Savings Bank is excited to announce the Bobcat debit card. People's Savings Bank believes in giving back to the communities we serve, and that begins with the school district. Every time you use your Bobcat debit card as a credit, People's Savings Bank will give the school district 5 cents. That may not sound like a lot of money, but since starting this program 6 years ago, PSB has been able to give back over $120,000. Open an account online at ourpsb.com or stop by our branch. We are the one with a bright blue roof. Start earning the Bowling Green School District money today just by using your debit card. Member FDIC.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Royal Banks is your community bank with locations throughout St. Louis, St. Charles, Northeast Missouri, Granite City, and Jerseyville, Illinois. A Royal Bank branch is not far away. Royal Banks bring experienced staff and products and services designed to meet your professional and personal financial needs. Investing in our communities, one client at a time. Call 314-212-1500 today. Royal Banks of Missouri, member FDIC and equal opportunity lender.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by All Parts, Kayla Caldwell, certified financial planner with Edward Jones, and Ann Lane Boutique.
Well, we're under the 8-minute mark of the 20-minute halftime. The Cellular and Satellite halftime show on Eagle 102. Another score of note in the area. South Callaway 14-0 over North Callaway in the third quarter. Third quarter underway in that game as well.
You know, Rodney, whenever we come to these games, and I mentioned it last week, I always like to look into the stands and see how many youth that we have in the stands. It's a pretty good indicator of what your future healthier football team is going to be for years to come. You know, I know that, I've got 3 grandchildren, and I'm sure one's old enough that he's already dedicated that he wants to play the game. Colton and Evan and Brooks, and all 3 of those. And I know that your grandchild Riley, will want to be in this atmosphere in some respect. And along those lines, I want to give some credit to some of the people who have traveled here, which is cheerleaders, Louisiana cheerleaders, that travel these games. And again, they work on their craft to be able to do that. And I want to name them real quick again. It's Katie Wallace and Regan Bowser and Anna Ince and Allie Jenkins and Alyssa Christensen and Ashlyn Treadway and Claire Krieger and Emily Krieger and Gwen Reed and Lauren Ince and Macy Jordan and Maddie Jenkins and Michaela Leslie and Peyton House and Sophie Griffin.
Thanks to that crew as well. As you mentioned, they work hard on it just as the football team. And certainly makes, we talked about it last week, the event, the Friday Night Lights, that is uniquely American as anything that we do in this country. Friday nights, I fly quite a bit with my business, and on Friday nights especially, going across this country, you see an unbelievable number of football stadiums lit up from the air, and it's pretty cool to see.
It is, and some of the cultures, and Louisiana's not quite makes the event out of it that, as far as the town, the community goes, that they used to. But you go to some of these small towns, and they're tailgating at high school games. And I'm not talking about 5A, 6A teams. I'm talking about 1, 2A teams. And they have Father Tolton here. They have a sports store where you can buy your what they call it, swag, your Father Tolton swag.
Yes.
To do that. So it's kind of what a community makes out of it.
Absolutely, that's for sure. The team's starting to mill back onto the field as we approach the 5-minute mark of the halftime festivities. We'll take another break here on the Cellular and Satellite halftime show. Back with more after this on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by All Parts, Kayla Caldwell, certified financial planner with Edward Jones, and Ann Lane Boutique.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life, and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
Ask me, Ashley Jenkins, about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service, but did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account. Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
The best coverage of high school sports on KJFM, brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by All Parts, Kayla Caldwell, certified financial planner with Edward Jones, and Ann Lane Boutique.
2 minutes, 34 seconds left in halftime. Both teams on the field stretching out prior to the resumption of this tilt. 34-13 is our score here. Well, we'll be back at it next week, as will Louisiana. They'll be at home at Cunningham Field taking on North Callaway, who is in a battle right now. They're 1-1 on the season. They're losing 14-0 in the third quarter at South Callaway.
Yeah, looking back at what they've done so far this season, they lost a West Strand team 22-6, and then turned around last week and beat a Macon team at 20-14, which, you know, Macon is perennially strong in football. But as you said, this week they're down to South Callaway, so it seems like that maybe they're a bit of a roller coaster of a team.
My first varsity football start was against North Callaway. We were ranked. It was 1994. We were ranked number. It was 1994. We were ranked number 8 in the state, and we lost.
It's a great story. The North Callaway back in the dinosaur ages, we weren't playing North Callaway yet, and they hadn't established themselves as the football powerhouse that they became at that particular time. Through the 90s, they came into their own and had quite a bit of success. I can remember broadcasting a Louisiana playoff game in that time frame, and they had you call him a fullback, running back. This guy was about 6'4", 6'5". Looks like he could have played any position in the front seven on either side of the ball, and just ran roughshod over the Bulldogs. Well, we're just about ready to wrap up halftime. We will break after this. This has been the Cellular and Satellite Halftime Show. Back with third quarter play-by-play on Eagle 102.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock agent, Perkins Electrical Services, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
On every journey, you should enjoy peace of mind. I'm Corey Buchanan at Pike County Mutual Insurance Company. We take pride in keeping you protected. That's why we offer discounts for good students, safe driving, and more. Trust us to look out for the road ahead. For a free insurance quote on your home, auto, farm, or ATV needs, give myself or
Shelley Clucky
a call today. Pike County Mutual Insurance Company, on the square in Bowling Green.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by La Roots Hair Salon and Tanning, Sun Window Company, and MASH.
We are set to begin play. Start of the third quarter, 34-13. Louisiana will get the ball to begin this third quarter of play. They'll stand to my right, be moving right to left on the football field.
Will kick to begin the second half.
Blazers set the ball on the near hash at the 40-yard line. Their kicker has a very strong leg and has routinely kicked it into the end zone. Jack Rogers, a freshman, if that is correct. That is not correct. Lucas Boyer, a senior, is the kicker. And he moves into it. High end over end kick. Back screen up over his head into the end zone, out of the back of the end zone. And Louisiana will put it in play 1st and 10 from the 20. They'll have an 80-yard field in front of them.
I would have guessed the kicker's last name was Ryan. Half the team is.
Yeah.
Well, you want Louisiana, to come out and really establish what they've been doing on offense. Their offense moved the ball, had a couple of mistakes and big plays that worked against them, but moved the ball most of the first half.
And if nothing else, you have to take the moral victory of they put up 13 points in the first half against a team that didn't allow any points in the first 2 games.
3 receivers to the top of the field. Ball sits in the middle of the field. Single receiver to the near side is Martin. Handoff right up the middle. I believe that's Shepard on the carry. Going to pick up 5 yards, call it 4 on first down. Brady Shepard had a nice first half and picks up where he left off.
So, again, it'll be interesting to see if that offensive line of Louisiana continues to pick up intensity like they did last week as the game goes on.
Black slot to the near side. Martin wide left, 2 receivers top of the field. Zerwa and Green slot to the right. Harrison keeps it, fakes, comes to the left side, not going to pick up much, gets back to the line of scrimmage. Louisiana will be facing 3rd and 6 on their opening possession here in the 3rd period.
Father Tolton's outside backers are just staying at home. They're not biting on any of the fakes. They're just staying where they are supposed to be, and they're shutting that perimeter down.
Well, they're staying at home. It'd be nice to slip a receiver about 5 to 7 yards behind that backer and give that option like he's coming this direction, just dump it over the top.
That would work.
Harrison with 5 on the play clock. Takes the snap with 3, drops straight back to pass, looks to his right, has a man in the flat, off the hands of Green. Had an open field in front of him, would have most likely got very close to the first down, but DeMarco couldn't hold on to it. That's on the side of the field where the lights are poorest. I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but nonetheless, it's going to be a 3 and out on the first possession for Louisiana. Louisiana just burns about 1.5 minutes off the clock. Harrison stands behind the line. He'll drop 12 yards back. Looks to be in punt formation. Good snap. Kicks it kind of end over end down the left side, away from the receiver. Inside the 50, inside Father Tolton territory. It'll roll out of bounds at about the 46-yard line of the Blazers. So Louisiana's defense onto the field now with a chance to make a stop.
I believe Ethan had clear instruction there of do not kick it to the returner.
Father Tolton puts it in play from 4 yards deep on their side of the field. Right in front of the broadcast booth, 2 receivers top of the field, single receiver to the near side, single back in the backfield. High snap, hands off to Breeswalk in the backfield, makes one man miss, cuts upfield, gets near midfield. They're going to mark him down at the 49, gain of about 3 on the play. Louisiana, nice penetration in the backfield, but once again couldn't make the tackle.
Yeah, one of the Father Tolton offensive linemen had blown his block and had 2 hands full of jersey, but I guess maybe I'm the only one that saw that. Kept the Louisiana defender from making the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Breitweiser, high snap, takes the snap, hit at the line of scrimmage, breaks a tackle. He'll have first down yardage across the Louisiana 45 all the way down to the 43-yard line. 1st and 10, Blazers.
Rodney, some more of what's been haunting this Bulldog defense. I mean, they've played well, but the initial contact, they are just having trouble bringing the ball carrier down on initial contact.
We've got a whistle and a timeout, official's timeout. Looks like an equipment situation. And they wind the clock, and we'll get things started. 1st and 10 from the Louisiana 43. Blazers come to the line of scrimmage, single receiver to the near side. That's Sam Ryan. Breitweiser offset to the left of Jack Ryan. Handoff, Breitweiser hit at the line of scrimmage. They're going to get him this time. It's going to be a negative play, loss of about 1.5 yards.
Yeah,
nice job that time, Louisiana. Brendan Hughes for Louisiana in there got his hands on him and had some help from 2 or 3 teammates to drop Brett Weiser for a nice loss.
Louisiana sent some linebackers that time on the blitz, and that seemed to free up a lot of the defenders to be able to make that play.
Single back, Ryan drops straight back to pass, under some pressure, steps to his left, has a man open, but it may be intercepted. It was caught by Louisiana. They're going to say out of bounds.
Yeah, no, he didn't make the catch. No, he got his hands on it, but he didn't hold on to it. That's over on that dark side of the field. So.
Yeah, dark side of the field. I thought he was going to get it. It was over the receiver. It was overthrown the receiver, and Louisiana had nice coverage. Had coverage both over the top and underneath on that throw down the left sideline. 3rd and 11, 3rd and long for the Blazers. I thought I saw a left guard twitch there for Father Tolton. They did not call the penalty.
They have Louisiana showing blitz.
Handoff, Brittweiser coming to the near side, to the 30, to the 35, inside the 35 to the 32-yard line. Going to be close to the first down. They're going to mark it at the 31. Boy, I didn't think he quite got that line.
I didn't either.
Nonetheless, 1st and 10, a gain of 12 on the play. 1st and 10, Blazers at the Louisiana 31-yard line. Brittweiser with a nice carry fighting through traffic to the near side. Jake Bryan slaps his hands 5 yards behind the scrimmage. Handoff, Brittweiser running to the left, looks to string it outside. He gets the corner to the 35. Inside to the 25, rolling down near the first down marker again. It'll be 2nd and 1. Gain of 9 on the play for Brittweiser.
Father Tolton does a nice job of blocking down on the defensive ends, and which the ends usually are supposed to be setting the edge, and they're just collapsing them down and leaving that wide open.
Rylan Wagner wide to the far side of the field. Snap back. Wagner, the intended receiver. Thrown behind him. Perhaps a back shoulder throw. He made an adjustment on the ball. Could not haul it in. It'll be 3rd and short. Ball just outside the Louisiana 20. Call it the 21. 7 minutes, 41 seconds to play here in the 3rd quarter. 34-13. Father Tolton on top of Louisiana. Let's offset to the right side of Ryan. High snap. Pass into the flat to Cameron Lee. First down yardage inside the 15 to the 14. Cameron Lee with a nice reception there. Just kind of found himself open in around the right side of the formation. This is going to be 1st and 10. Ball at the Louisiana 14. Clock is running stopped at 7 minutes 32 seconds after the first down. Ball on the near hash. Play clock at 10. Blazers to the line of scrimmage. Ryan behind center. Slaps his hand, takes the snap. Handoff, Brittweiser runs to the right. Hit at the line of scrimmage. Falls forward inside the 10. They'll mark him down at the 9-yard line. Gain of about 3. Maybe 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. Blazers can get a first down without scoring a touchdown. Ball spotted at the 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Bulldogs try and stiffen. And we've got a penalty. Cameron Lee from split left decided to leave a couple snap counts early. So it'll be 2nd and should be about 11 now.
So on that last play, Rodney, I was watching the defensive end on this side whenever the ball went there, and he done a much better job this time of fighting to get outside to set the edge, which turned the ball carrier back up the field where Louisiana has more help to be able to make the tackles.
After the penalty, 2nd and 11. Snap back, looks to throw to the left, has a man in the flat. Ball's dropped. Could have nearly been a catch and a fumble. They're going to call it incomplete. Pass intended in the flat for Rylan Wagner. Boy, it sure looked like he caught that ball.
That's kind of what I thought, although he did not make a football move.
Which I don't even come close to claiming to know the high school rule on that. 3rd and 11, ball at the Louisiana 14, 6:37 to play, third quarter, 34-13 is our score. Father Tolton on top of Louisiana. Offset back to the right. Ryan looks to his right, rolls to the right, throws it into the end zone. Nice coverage there by DeMarco Green to knock it away. It'll be 4th and 11. Great coverage. They put some pressure on the quarterback as well, forced him out of the pocket, and it was really a good throw, and Green did a nice job to knock that away.
He did. Watching the backs, I believe most of Louisiana's D-backs play an inside technique, and done a great job of staying off of him, getting his hand out there to the ball.
And Louisiana's going to take their first time out of the half. 4th and 11 when we come back after this on Eagle 102.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Veolia Landscape Supply, Royal Banks, and a taste of Philly.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere. Deposit checks, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, check the latest activity on your account, and view images of your checks, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by the Keeley Center, Service and Supply Co-op, and Ameriprise Certified Financial Planner Tamara Scherter.
After the timeout, Louisiana wanted to talk about their defensive set, as it looked like Father Tolton, although they have a strong-legged kicker, they kept their offense on the field. They'll have a 4th and 11 from the Louisiana 14, and they do have their offense on the field, so a big opportunity for the Bulldogs to get off the field and force their second turnover on downs. Ryan puts Brittweiser in motion. They were going to roll him into the flat. It's a fake to him. Man in the end zone. Nice conversion. Touchdown, Cameron Lee. They rolled Brittweiser out into the left flat, faked to him, and then had a man behind the coverage in the end zone, Cameron Lee, for the touchdown.
You know, I'm beginning to think that Father Tolton has done some things tonight to try to work on their run game, but whenever they've absolutely had to have something, they have thrown the ball and been quite successful at it.
On for the PAT. Snap back, ball down, kick up, high, long, and it is good. After the PAT, 41-13, 6:25 left in the third quarter. Back with more after this on Eagle 102.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by Rick Rodhouse, Country Financial Agent, Noah Builders, and Central State Bank of Illinois.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by All Parts, Kayla Caldwell, Certified Financial Planner with Edward Jones, and Ann Lane Boutique.
The Blazers tee it up on the 40-yard line. Kick is away. This one is returnable. Green gets it at the 5-yard line to the 10, 15, cuts outside of the 20, 25 with a seam to the 25, 30. Oh, and just brought down by the kicker. Looked like DeMarco was looking the far side of the field, and out of the blue, the kicker, Lucas Boyer, comes in and throttles him, but nonetheless a decent return. Louisiana gets it 1st and 10 at their own 38.
You know, DeMarco Green gives Louisiana that threat to take it to the house on every kickoff return. He has that kind of speed and talent and some good vision of where the lanes are at.
I think I heard them say there's a penalty on the play. See what they mark off. Well, no penalty on the play. First down, Louisiana. 6:18 left here, third quarter of play. Trailing 41-13. Harrison hands off, now fakes it. Comes to the near side, 35-40, outside of the 45, out of bounds at the 47. And that'll be enough for a first down, Louisiana.
Gain of 10 on the play. Gain is enough for a Bulldog.
They've had some pretty good success with that. That DN from Father Tolton on that particular play, he always seems to get caught in no man's land, and Ethan Harrison is quick enough to turn the corner on him.
Other scores of note. Northwestern over Pleasant Hill 14-0, 4 minutes left in the first half. Bowling Green up 36-26 in their tilt over Lutheran St. Charles. Handoff up the middle to Shepard. Hit at the line of scrimmage. He'll fall forward for maybe one, short one, half a yard. 2nd and 9. Second and 9. Play coming in from the sideline. Wyatt Martin will split to the near side. Top of the field is Alex Zerwa. Shepard lines up off-site left of Harrison in the backfield. Harrison keeps it right up the middle to the 50, still on his feet across midfield, still fighting. He'll fall forward. Nice second effort all the way down to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, 6 of those yards were just on pure will. Father Tolton's trying to rip the ball away from Ethan, and he done a great job of securing it and kept churning his legs to get himself 4 or 5 extra yards just on his own.
Yeah, and had a yard taken away. The official on the near side had it marked on the 45. The official 40 yards away on the far side of the field had it at the 46, and that's where they spot it. It'll be 3rd and 3. Back offset to the left, looking to pass. Harrison looks, hit in the backfield, spins out, gets out of trouble. He's still in trouble. Slips one tackle. Going to be sacked for a loss. Ball back on the Louisiana side of midfield at the 49, so it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now 4th down and about 8.
Father Tolton's defensive backfield has done an exceptional job of covering Louisiana receivers tonight.
Clock winds under 4 minutes, 30 seconds to play, third quarter. Louisiana keeps the offense on the field as you would expect. 4th near side Green to the 50. 45-40, still on his feet. First down, 35-yard line. Nice look that time by Louisiana, and the chains will move.
DeMarco Green on the carry.
Father Tolton's defense on the Louisiana's left side of the line crashed down upon the initial fake, allowing the outside perimeter wide open for DeMarco Green.
Had almost like a counter look that time as the offense looked like they were setting up something for the ball moving to the right, and just flipped it to Green from the slot position coming back to the near side, and had clear sailing, picked up a nice gain into first down. Ball now at the 35-yard line, Father Tolton. 1st and 10 Louisiana. Green slot, takes the pitch running left, cuts across the line of scrimmage, bounces it outside to the 35, to the 30, still on his feet, fighting for first down yardage. He may be just a bit short, but another nice gain. And another couple good looks from Louisiana's offense.
Yeah, this is a bit of a different wrinkle than we haven't seen that in the first half yet. It seems like the pitcher and company may have seen something out on the perimeter now that they feel like they can attack it.
2nd and 8. Louisiana with a nice drive going. This one started at their own 38 rather. Harrison keeps it, 35-20 to the 30, 25-20, first down yardage across the 20, inside the 20 to the 17-yard line. Another nice gain. I believe that play is a read because he bellied Shepard, took a look at him, kept the ball, pulled it out to the left side, and made a nice gain. 1st and 10 inside the red zone. The clock is wound at 3:08 left in the third quarter. Zerwa splits top of the field, has Green slot to the right. Single receiver to the near side is Wyatt Martin. 4 on the play clock. Snap with 2. Handoff faked. There's some confusion that time. Hitting the backfield is Harrison. They faked the pitch to Green coming near side, and I think the ball was intended to go to Shepard, but by that time, to be quite honest, the Tolton defensive line was in the backfield and disrupted that play.
Yes, I saw that a little different. I think that Ethan made a read to pull that from Green and was going to try to run it, but backer came in on a stunt and was there by the time that Ethan took his first step.
2nd and 11. Harrison comes to the near side, cuts it back up inside the 20. He'll get back to the original line of scrimmage. Well, they're going to mark him on the 20. Actually, going to be a loss on the play again. 3rd and long, 3rd and 13. Well, those two plays both looked a little bit mixed, I guess. A little helter-skelter, didn't
They did, and Louisiana's offensive line on the last 2 plays has allowed the middle of that line to get breached and early.
Slow developing plays in the red zone are hard to execute.
Louisiana, Harrison takes a snap, looks to the right, looks to throw, has a man in the flat. Complete to Henry inside the 10. Won't be a first down, but it was a nice gain. It'll set up a manageable 4th down play for the Bulldogs. Ball will be spotted right about the 10-yard line. Inside the 10 at the 9, going to be 4th and about 2.
So a little different look there on the pass play. Louisiana doesn't show that very much. It rolled Ethan Harrison to his right and had Marco Green run the out over around the sticks, and was very successful.
4th and 2. Harrison takes the snap, hands off, ball's out. He kept the ball, fumbled it, fell on it. Louisiana will turn it over on downs with 1:17 left in the third quarter.
So Father Tolton looked like a little bit in this last set to where what Crystal City did last week. They started crowding the line of scrimmage and started stunting. On that series there, it looked like almost every play that Father Tolton sent at least one, and they're sending them to the middle a lot of times of the line, and they're able to breach that Louisiana offensive line on that series.
Well, a nice drive ends and no points for Louisiana. Father Tolton takes it over on downs at the 13. Handoff, Brittweiser. Hit at the line of scrimmage, falls forward past the 15. They'll mark him at the 17. Gain of 4 or 5 on the play. 2nd and 6. Under a minute left in the third quarter. 41-13, Father Tolton on top. Ryan claps his hands. Looks like some flinching going on, but no flag was thrown. Handoff to the near side, Breitweiser across the 20. First down yardage, 25-30, 35-40. Still on his feet, out near the 43-yard line.
So that time, Louisiana's defense did a nice job of setting the edge and turning the runner back upfield, but there wasn't any help coming back from the inside.
.13 seconds left to play in the third quarter, and it doesn't look like we're going to have another play in the third quarter. After 3, 41-13 here at Father Tolton Catholic High School. Back with more after this on Eagle 102.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Our agency is currently looking to hire multiple positions: RNs, LPNs, CNAs, physical therapist assistants, and breastfeeding peer counselor, all from full-time to part-time to contracted. Please visit our website at www.pikecountyhealth.org for more information and to apply online.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by Brian and Heather White with White Insurance Agency, DG Firearms, and Hayden's Motorsports Center.
12 minutes left in this one. Father Tolton will have it 1st and 10 from their own 43-yard line at the beginning of the fourth quarter. They have the ball and the 41-13 lead.
And, Rodney, we have the lights are coming on.
Well, you know, those halogen lights, it just takes a while for them to warm up, Corey. First and 10, Father Tolton. 3 backs in the backfield this time. High snap. Ball's on the ground. Quarterback picks it up, actually, running to the near side, carrying the ball like a loaf of bread. Going to be a loss of about 3 on the play, but that could have been a lot worse for Father Tolton.
Just a busted play, Rodney. It was doomed from the get-go, and the running back got what he can get out of it, and on to the next play. That's all you can say about a play like that.
Well, it was a high snap. Ryan fumbled it, picked it up, and then tried to make something out of it and was carrying it out away from his body. It could have been fumbled again. 2nd and 13. Ryan stands back, takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Low pass, either incomplete or no gain. Either way, it's going to be 3rd and 13. Father Tolton, 3rd and long, just underway in the fourth quarter.
Brings up a 3rd down.
3rd down and long. Ball spotted at the Blazers' 40-yard line. Louisiana looks to force a 4th and long and the punt and maybe get the ball back and a chance to do some good on the offensive side of things.
Rodney, offensively tonight, Louisiana's best possessions have come whenever they've gained positive 3, 4, 5 yards on 1st down.
Ryan straight back to pass, airing it out long, has a man over the top, and this ball is underthrown, and a nice job that time by Louisiana in coverage. Pass is broken up. It'll be 4th and 13 after the incompletion.
Brings up a 4th down.
Ryan had a man over the top and just didn't put enough air underneath it to get it to him, and Louisiana had the presence of mind when the play came back to him. They were able to knock it away.
One of the only missed throws I've seen him make tonight.
Offense stays on the field. It's a quick kick. End over end kick. Harrison back, fields it at the 22-yard line, comes to the 30, across the 30 outside, still on his feet, 35, puts his head down at the 34, and Louisiana will have it 1st and 10 from their own 39-yard line.
Bulldogs take over possession. 1st down.
A nice defensive series there by Louisiana.
Blazer fans looking for dependable shots.
Lumley was the defender that broke up that long pass play. I had said he was out earlier, but I don't believe he was out of the game, just out of the offense with the move to a little more of a spread look. They had changed some personnel.
Yeah, they said Lumley had banged his knee up a little bit in practice last night and didn't think he could go the whole game tonight.
Louisiana has it 1st and 10. Harrison comes to the near side to the 40, gets to the outside, run out of bounds at the 44-yard line. A little extracurricular, nothing. No harm, no foul. Gain of 6 on the play. Call it 5.
Brings up a 2nd down.
Very nice defensive series, Louisiana there. Forced the punt. 2nd and 5. Another, Corey, you mentioned it earlier, a good stay ahead of the chains 1st down play. where your whole playbook is open. Louisiana doesn't throw it that much, but they're certainly not, with that type of play, you're not forced into looking at throwing the ball. Shepard offset to the left, fakes left, takes the handoff, trips in the backfield, gets back to the line of scrimmage. Going to be 3rd and 5. Gave a little counter look to his left and came back.
Brings up a 3rd down.
Didn't have much, but tripped there in the backfield and no gain on the play. 3rd and 5. They're going to say maybe lost a yard.
You wonder at some point, Kelly, that the corners are playing the outside receivers so far off. A quick pass out here can get you 3-4 yards.
Mm-hmm. Harrison comes to the near side, cuts it up to the 45, still on his feet inside Father Tolton territory, all the way down to the 35-yard line. Just a straight sprint option look and a great play. Harrison saw the daylight and just tucked it and ran and moves the chains.
He did. Father Tolton's corner on this side had a bad decision to make because both the quarterback and the pitch man was out there on that side, and there was only one Father Tolton defender to do that, and he had to make a decision, and he took the pitch man, which allowed Ethan Harrison a nice gain there.
That's always a little disheartening when there's 2 potential ball carriers and 1 defender. If you're that defender, you're like, this is not going to end well. Harrison this time hands off to Shepard. He's going to pick up about 3. Once again, the line of scrimmage shifted a little bit. And a decent gain on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and 7. Under 10 minutes to play in the 4th quarter, 41-13. I really like overall what I've seen out of Louisiana's offense this evening.
No, I have too.
Harrison takes the snap, hands off to Shepard once again. And Brady picks up 2 after being hit what I thought was in the backfield, but picks up 2. It's going to be third and a short 5.
And he did a nice job to get those 2 because no one blocked the defensive tackle on that side. He come through untouched, and how Brady got anything positive out of that is short of amazing.
Martin split to the far side. Coming to the near side is Harrison. Cuts it upfield. Not going to gain much. Maybe gets down to the 30-yard line. It's going to be 4th down. Going to be 4th and a long 4, short 5. 8 minutes, 28 seconds left in this one. Louisiana looks to pick up the 1st down and move the chains once again. That ball spotted on the right hash.
Corey, what do you dial up here if you're the offense?
What is it, 4th and 5?
4th and 5.
The corners are playing so far off of the outside receivers. Eventually, you've got to run a smoke screen out there. You've got to run a quick slant, something where the corner is going to have to break on you, but you can get the 3 or 4 yards before you even have contact.
Yeah, I think if you do that, though, you're going to have to run a double slant with the slot guy out there to be able to get that defender out of the way.
41-13, 8 minutes, 13 seconds left. Louisiana has called a timeout. We'll take a short break as well. Back with more on Eagle 102 after this.
The best coverage of high school sports on KJFM, brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by Bibb Veach and Collier Funeral Homes, Calumet of Missouri, and Kearns Construction.
Louisiana breaks the huddle on the sideline. They come onto the field facing a 4th and 5. Harrison with an empty backfield. 2 receivers left and right. In motion is Henry. Now dropping back to pass over the middle. Pass behind the defenders. We're going to have a flag. Zerwa was open. Pass was underthrown, but he was run over by the safety, so that should go Louisiana's way and move the chains on the pass interference.
I think so. The defender never even bothered to turn his head back around to find the ball. He just trucked the Louisiana receiver. And
now remember, in high school, it's not like NFL, it's like college. It's only a 15-yard penalty, but it will be an automatic first down.
Alex did a nice job. He was making an adjustment on the football, and you said it well. He got trucked by the defensive back for Father Tolton. Well, this moves the ball inside the 20. Ball spotted down at the 15. 1st and 10, Louisiana. This drive started at their own 44 with 11 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Handoff running to the left, Green cuts it up at the 15. Hit there, fighting for yardage, driven back. Going to get near the 10. They'll probably mark him down at about the 11. Gain of 3 or 4 on first down for DeMarco Green.
Well, Rodney, at least that time the line judge on the near side marked the ball.
Seems like that is the way it would work the best. 2nd and 7. Louisiana looking to get on the scoreboard for the first time since the 5:39 mark of the 5:39 mark of the first quarter. Handoff given to Shepard, driving inside the 10. Will be marked down at about the 9.
You know, I was just thinking, if I'm North Callaway and I'm prepping for Louisiana this coming week, do I prep for the spread or do I prep for the power I?
Well, I tell you, the last 2 weeks both have looked pretty good, and I'm impressed with their ability to run both looks. And I think I might run some of both looks. You have a couple of packages that
yes.
I've certainly seen nothing in the execution tonight that would steer me away from this. 3rd and 3. Running to the left side, Harrison cuts it up, puts his shoulder down. Going to be real close to the first down. I don't know if he'll have it, but it's going to be within a yard if he doesn't get the first down. They're saying fourth down. Fourth down and a yard. Ball on the 6-yard line, far side of the field. 6 minutes, 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter of play here at Father Tolton. Harrison in the backfield. Takes the snap. Runs right up off the left. On his feet. Touchdown. L.A. Bulldogs. Ethan Harrison from 6 yards out on fourth down. And Louisiana has 19. Nice series.
Left side of the offensive line did a nice job of getting a seal. Had a couple nice lead blocks out there, and Ethan Harrison, is what he's shown this year again, was able to read where the traffic was not going to be and slip through the slot and be able to get there.
Go for 2 here?
Looks like it. The offense is on the field. Louisiana going to go for 2 and try and get to 21. Harrison right now in an empty backfield. Stands by himself. Has a man in motion, Shepard. Harrison takes it himself up the middle. The conversion is good, and it's 41-21. Louisiana draws a little bit closer. 6:01 left to play in the fourth. We'll be back with more on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by Custom Work Salon and Tanning, the Mercantile Bank, and Pepsi.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. power beyond belief.
This is Tara Grody, and People's Savings Bank is excited to announce the Bobcat debit card. People's Savings Bank believes in giving back to the communities we serve, and that begins with the school district. Every time you use your Bobcat debit card as a credit, People's Savings Bank will give the school district 5 cents. That may not sound like a lot of money, but since starting this program 6 years ago, PSB has been able to give back over $120,000. Open an account online at ourpsb.com or stop by our branch. We are the one with a bright blue roof. Start earning the Bowling Green School District money today just by using your debit card. Member FDIC.
The best coverage of high school sports on KJFM, brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
A 5-minute, 59-second drive covering 56 yards. A 6-yard run by Ethan Harrison on 4th and 4. 2-point conversion also by Harrison, good. 21-41. Louisiana down by 20. Onside kick over the middle, fielded by Father Tolton at the 48-yard line. It was a nice kick. It took the high bounce that you want, but it just wasn't quite high enough to get over the up man's outstretched arms. And Father Tolton will have it here. 6 minutes left.
No, and the poor frontline guy on the return team for Father Tolton had to jump to crowd the ball in, and I think he got popped just as he was at the pinnacle of his jump.
Well, believe it or not, I was on the hands team for 3 of my 4 years, and I always liked it low to the ground rather than up in the air, because when you got up in the air, you knew bad things were going to happen. High snap. Ryan hands off to Brett Weiser. Shepard in the backfield wraps him up. It's going to be a loss of a half a yard. Nice play that time by Brady Shepard.
It was. There was a case where first contact on Louisiana defense actually made a tackle. So hopefully they'll continue that trend.
You know, going back to talking about being on the front line for the kickoff return, Coach Geschwinder used to put that's usually your introduction to varsity was the special teams. And let me tell you, being on that front line of that kickoff return, running, turning your back, turning around, and somebody's running full speed at you was the worst.
You're supposed to have enough speed to get set back up and run the other direction. Handoff, Brett Weiser up the middle. Going to gain about 4 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd and 6.
They just basically put us there, Rodney, just to get in someone's way.
Speak for yourself.
That was some of the worst hits I've ever seen in a practice. It was when the person would turn around and there was somebody full speed coming at them.
3rd and 7. 4 minutes, 40 seconds left in this one. Last ball carrier was Joshua Gooch. He had subbed in for Brett Weiser. Brett Weiser back in the game now. Takes the handoff running to the right. Gets around the corner. Still on his feet. Tripped up at the 40-yard line of Louisiana. Probably a touchdown saving tackle there. Falls forward to the 36. Bowling Green up 50-26. Bryant for 61 yards. And the Bobcats stretching out over Lutheran St. Charles. Well, the 9th-ranked Father Tolton got a little bit of a test from Louisiana this evening. Has the ball and a 20-point lead. Handoff, Brett Weiser to the right side. Cuts back to his left and slips and is tackled after a short gain.
Father Tolton seems content to continue to run these off-tackle plays. They found a bit of a weak spot in the Louisiana defense there. Let's see if Pitzer and company make a couple of adjustments to try to shut that down.
Black on the tackle. Looks like he twisted an ankle. He's doing his best to walk it off. The officials are trying to ask him if he's okay. He just kind of hobbles off away from them. He stays on the field. 2nd and 7. Ryan takes the high snap. Handoff to Gooch. Hit at the line of scrimmage, lowers his head, and runs forward for a first down all the way inside the 25 to the 24. There was contact at the line of scrimmage, but I believe that was Gooch. The Father Tolton back won that confrontation. Substitutions for Father Tolton starting in earnest, a few for Louisiana as well. Black comes out. He's hobbled.
Flag on the play.
Got a flag on the play.
The indication against the Bulldogs.
I don't know if that's an ankle injury, Black, or if that's a cramp.
It's like a face mask against the Bulldogs.
Yeah, 15 yards on top of that last play, moves the ball all the way inside the Louisiana 20 to the 12-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 12. And the officials wind the clock with 3 minutes even left in this one. This drive started at the 48-yard line of Father Tolton after the attempted onside kick. I think you may be right, Kelly. Maybe a cramp as Black goes to the bench. Handoff to the up back, hit in the backfield and driven back for a loss of about 3.
Brettweiser on the carry.
So
Brettweiser loses about 3. Good penetration by the defensive front for Louisiana.
Whatever it is with that young man, I hope it's very minor because the short numbers that Louisiana has, they can't afford to lose anybody for any extended period. And I believe down the line during this season, they can make a little bit of noise with what they have.
I've been very impressed these last couple of weeks with what I've seen. Obviously getting the win last week and being a problem for Father Tolton. Brettweiser cuts to the right side, back inside, hit and stopped at the original line of scrimmage, maybe down to the 11. So it'll be 3rd and 9. And I'll say this, Louisiana has shown absolutely zero loss and fight as this game has gone on. They're fighting just as hard as they did at the opening snap.
That is, and that's a credit to their character, and it's also a credit to the coaching staff's character.
And to talk about the future schedule, the EMO is very top-heavy, but it's very manageable for Louisiana to finish very strong in this conference.
3rd and 9. Louisiana looks to blitz. Here they come. Handoff Brettweiser right up the middle. Inside the 10, they'll mark him down at about the 9.
Corey, I agree, but they're going to have to stay healthy. They can't afford hardly any injuries.
Couple of finals. Clark County 51, Macon 0. Williamsville 49, Pittsfield 13. Clark County hung my jersey number on Macon. 51.
Looks like they're going to call a timeout, run the clock down.
Timeout on 4th and 7. We'll step aside for a short break. Be back with the final 30 seconds after this on Eagle 102.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, State Farm Agents, Pepsi, and Ackles Farm Market.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors.
Banks is your community bank with locations throughout St. Louis, St. Charles, Northeast Missouri, Granite City, and Jerseyville, Illinois. A Royal Bank branch is not far away. Royal Banks bring experienced staff and products and services designed to meet your professional and personal financial needs. Investing in our communities, one client at a time. Call 314-212-1500 today. Royal Banks of Missouri, member FDIC and equal opportunity lender.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by Bib Beach and Collier Funeral Homes, Calumet of Missouri, and Kearns Construction.
Now a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer.
Father Tolton will snap it 4th down. Handoff Brettweiser running to his right, still on his feet, fighting for the end zone. And he's going to get in with 22 seconds left to play. Kind of hate to see that for Louisiana's defense. Brettweiser has had a nice night. 47-21 with 21 ticks left in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, two schools of thought. 20 seconds left and you're up by 20 and you're still running your offense. The other school of thought is if you don't like it, stop it.
And the extra point attempt is up and good. 48-21. Father Tolton on top of the Bulldogs. We'll be back with the final 21 clicks after this on Eagle 102.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, State Farm Agents, Pepsi, and Ackles Farm Market.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by Brian and Heather White with White Insurance Agency, DG Firearms, and Hayden's Motorsports Center.
Well, the Blazers will put it in play one more time. Ball teed up at the 40, and then Louisiana will most likely run one play and get this one wrapped up. And the final score is 48-21. I mean, it's really nothing to hang your head about if you're Louisiana. You come in on the road against the number 9 team in 2A and played a very competitive game. Green gets the kick at the 5 to the 10. To the 15, cuts up to the 20, looks to get outside of the 25-30, still on his feet, fighting for yardage 35, and will be driven out of bounds on the far side of the field at about the 37-yard line. Nice return by Green.
I would think that teams that are going to play Louisiana down the road is definitely going to have to account for Green on that kickoff return.
Well, and last week they did. They didn't kick it to him. Well, there wasn't very many kickoffs, but I don't remember. Right. I don't think he got the opportunity for one run.
He absolutely did not.
So with 10 seconds left, 48-21. And Harrison's going to take a knee and let the time expire on this one. 48-21 is going to be our final from Father Tolton. Louisiana goes down to the number 9 team in 2A. We'll be back with the post-game wrap-up after this on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 post-game show is coming up.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
Ask me, Ashley Jenkins, about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service, but did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling
The
The
Green.
Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Time now for the Eagle 102 post-game show on KJFM.
This one is final in Columbia, Missouri. Father Tolton, the Blazers, over Louisiana. Final score 48-21, but certainly the game although in the second half perhaps not in doubt, it was certainly tightly contested. And we mentioned Black with the injury earlier. He is not putting any weight on that left leg. Hopefully that's just a ding and he'll get back on his feet literally sooner rather than later.
Yeah, with Louisiana's small squad, as I said earlier, they absolutely cannot afford to have very many guys get down with injuries right now.
Well, scoring in the second half of play, really third quarter, no scoring at all till 5 seconds left. Ryan Taguch for 4 yards made the score 13-34. Next score took place at the 10:36 mark, or at the 6:25 mark. A 4-yard pass from Ryan to Lee made it 13-41. Louisiana gets on the board with 6:01 left in the fourth. Harrison with the 6-yard run, 2-point conversion was good, 21-41. And then, as we mentioned, with 21 seconds left, Brett Weiser had the 11-yard run, kick was good, set the final score at 21-48.
So, some points from this game. I believe Louisiana was more competitive, especially in the first half, than many expected them to be. Where was that? I did not think that Louisiana's offensive and defensive line played quite as well as they played last week. Where was that? I was mildly shocked at how well that Louisiana ran the spread offense after only having a week to work on it. Where it was at, I didn't think that the defense played quite as well. Of course, they were playing a higher caliber team this week. I don't think the Louisiana defense played with quite the intensity this week than they did last week, but they still played well.
That they did. We'll take a break on the post-game show. We'll be back with a final look at this game and a quick look ahead to next week after this on Eagle 102.
The area's best coverage of high school sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by Pike County Health Department, People's Savings Bank, and All Parts.
On every journey, you should enjoy peace of mind. I'm Corey Buchanan at Pike County Mutual Insurance Company. We take pride in keeping you protected. That's why we offer discounts for good students, safe driving, and more. Trust us to look out for the road ahead. For a free insurance quote on your home, auto, farm, or ATV needs, give myself or
Shelly Glucky
a call today. Pike County Mutual Insurance Company, on the square in Bowling Green.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by La Roots Hair Salon and Tanning, Sun Window Company, and MASH.
48-21 is our final from Columbia, Missouri. Father Tolton, the number 9 ranked 2A team over Louisiana. Louisiana falls to 1-2 on the season. Father Tolton advances to 3-0. Louisiana scored the first points of any team that Father Tolton has allowed, and obviously the final score is a bit lopsided, but nothing to hang your head about.
Yeah, hats off to Coach Pitzer and the Louisiana football players for kind of turning the offense around in, let's face it, 2 practices, maybe 3 practices, and came out here against the number 9 team in Class 2 football that has not been scored on, like you said, Rodney, and not only put up 3 touchdowns, but they moved the ball very well up and down the field, and it probably left a few points on the field. But, yeah, hats off to Coach Pitzer and the Louisiana boys for fighting hard and good week of practice that led into a very good showing against the Class 9, or the number 9 team in the state.
Well, that's going to wrap things up from here. We thank you all for joining us, and keep in mind we'll be right back at it next Friday night from Cunningham Field. Louisiana and North Callaway will battle. North Callaway goes down to South Callaway this evening. Final score in that ball game 20-6. So you're going to have 2 teams that are 1-2, and somebody's going to come out of that football game 500. But it's been fun. For Corey Radford, Kelly Henderson, I'm Rodney Dolbear. Thank you and good night.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock agent, Perkins Electrical Services, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.